You tell him, Rothstein.
I was excited, and we all had to be excited about one thing. He took the damn shot. Right? Like,
clear him out.
Bully ball.
I don't care. I don't care if that was his only 2 points of the game.
Oh,
right?
So good.
The fact of the matter is that do you? How are you going to improve as a player if you don't take moments like this and expand your game? Right? Like, I was so happy, so glad, so excited to see whatever was going to happen at that moment, that he took control of it and was aggressive. I like, oh my goodness. I was like, yes.
It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing to see Bam just stick it right to the nets. Coming off the worst loss of the season. Jimmy Butler's out. No excuses, no worries, no dribble handoffs. He did that a little bit earlier to Duncan. Gave Duncan a clear dribble handoff. He missed it. And then he's like, forget it. This one's on me. And like the star that he is, rose like a phoenix.
I think
shot that jumper. Got the win, Leroy.
I mean, sometimes you see athletes and you think they're a certain type of player. But if they don't feel that way, then you never see it. Like, if he didn't feel like I have to do it, like, when has he ever felt like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, it's been very few cases that he said, oh no, this is on me.
But it's one of those things where I think he may have had to be forced into it a little bit because he's 23.
Okay.
And I do this is Robbie, one of those things where
is it either you or Robbie?
I don't know. I don't know. But
there we go.
Better?
Got it. Yeah.
That was my Skype mic. But he's 23. Like, he's still very young, and he hasn't been in this situation as the future guy for long.
I understand that. I understand that. But here's the deal. Okay. He's 23, yes. But he's been a starter for 3 years. And 2.5. And you can't where you are, just in the league in general, you can't keep thinking that somebody else is going to do it. You see what I mean? And at some point, like, for example, Jay Rich was just given the keys. Right? Give him the keys. Go be the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Bam!
Driving off road.
Bam! We give him the keys. He give them back and say, "No, play, you drive."
But there's a big difference in that. Jay Rich was on a team that had nobody else. Like once Dwayne Wade came back to the team, he wasn't given the keys anymore. He goes, "Here you go, Dwayne."
Well, but again,
because he kept stepping, he kept driving out of bounds.
But again, I don't care who's on your team. Who's the all-star?
He is, but he has Jimmy Butler on his team.
If he doesn't feel that way, then you don't get moments like last night.
Yeah, but this is the thing that I keep going at Heat fans with, where they're just like, just do it. And I think when you say, hey, you just take the keys and you get to drive, I think it's a lot different when you've been asked to ride a lawnmower for a different type of vehicle. Like, he's asked to do all these different things: pass, defend, set up Duncan Robinson, set up all your other teammates, clear them out, dribble handoff, put up screens. He's asked to do all these things, and then all of a sudden you're just like, no. We need you to be this. And I'm saying to you, hey, it hasn't been that long. Like, when you've given him all this stuff to do, to be a facilitator, a defender, a screener, all these things, now be Kobe Bryant, now be Dwayne Wade, be that type of guy. I'm saying it hasn't been that long, Leroy.
You know what this is the equivalent of? 3rd and 5, and the quarterback throws a 4-yard pass.
You brought it up, not me.
But what I'm saying is this: is that isn't part of playing a game understanding when to say when to do what.
It is, but I don't.
And I'm not saying that he's no good because he hasn't done it. I'm saying that you're never gonna know, right, how much your game can expand if you never try. For example, he would never try that elbow jumper. Now he does.
But we're in year 2 of him actually being an all-star level player, and he's 23, and he's already had a playoff series he's dominated and taken over.
Which means you want to see it more. That's
I understand, but it hasn't been that long.
Again, you can't say he's had a series where he already dominated and then go back to the point where you say he has so many things to do, so he's only 23.
But things don't change. Like Duncan Robinson doesn't become a guy who like crosses people up all the time and can go get his own shot like that.
But again, what we're saying, now that we've seen Duncan do it, we don't expect him to just shoot the three all the time. We've seen other portions of his game so that when he sees an opportunity to pump fake and take it to the hoop, we know that he's going to do it.
Hit the idea.
Okay? What I'm saying is Bam is now in a position, and he has been in a position to do more in certain situations where he doesn't have to look for somebody else. He's, oh, wait. I can be the guy. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's too young for this, he's too young for that. But how do you go from dominating a series in the playoffs to saying, hey, he's 23, give him time? I've seen it.
What do you got, Robbie?
These headlines brought to you by the Ryan Fields Downstairs Convenience Stores. Truly steps beyond convenient. Happy birthday shout out to our friend Jay Fig.
That's right.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Jay Fig.
Jay Fig.
Still thankfully be back tomorrow.
She's probably right now enjoying life on the simple fact she don't have to get up at 5 o'clock.
And deal with me.
Probably true.
And my obnoxious demand for Q&As.
Which you're you're just going to roll straight through today, huh?
I don't know. That Friday, I was, after doing all those Q&As.
You were hunched over on the barrier.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy Butler.
Hey, I don't mean to sound like, can we just celebrate the win? Y'all sound like texters.
Listen, I would love to do that. Especially, we got to talk about my guy. You know, he's my guy.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about Inter Miami.
Hey, by the way.
What?
That, like.
What?
You are.
What?
I cursed at a text. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, you're referring to me getting a shout out after one of the biggest moments in Bam Adebayo's life.
You literally have to be the only reporter in all of sports that gets shout outs before an interview. Like, name another time you've ever heard this.
I don't know. I can't say.
I'm telling you, it doesn't happen.
Maybe Rachel Nichols popped in a Zoom one time. I think she got a little bit of love. You know, Rachel Nichols.
Christos,
yeah.
Christos, yeah.
Everybody loves Christos.
Yeah.
But, what can I say?
Shout outs.
What can I say?
By the way, I'm going to just throw this in there.
Uh-oh.
It's not even like one of the elite bigs, but tell me a big doesn't make a difference.
The Dedmon.
Oh man, we'll get to the Dedmon in a second. Let's hear what was happening yesterday post game after the victory.
Next we go to Brendan Tobin.
See, I ain't gonna lie. I like BT, man. He be having my back.
Why you BT?
I appreciate you.
No problem, man. Best person that you've heard from since the game winner? Like, have you gotten a chance to turn on your phone and
apparently it was me.
From people.
That's the question you went with.
My mommy, John Howard. and all my friends and homeboys, closest people.
Appreciate it, man. Good game.
I didn't say that after yesterday's game, Robbie, but I did think it.
Yeah. So that right there got me going. Now, I mean, people think I'm being negative. I am the biggest Bam fan. Like, I've been begging now from the beginning of Bam to have him expand his game. So this is not a negative thing, but it makes me feel so good to see him take control and not necessarily look. One of the things I do appreciate, because our guy Precious got a little Hassan in him. Because if he get that ball in the paint, he could be 5 guys around him. He getting up a shot.
Yeah, it could be oopsie doodles. It could
Right.
go, it could go all over the place.
You know, so
But be honest. So did you enjoy the game winner more? Did you enjoy the buzzer beater more? Or did you enjoy the dead man's minutes?
I enjoyed. No, I'm always going to enjoy a buzzer beater now, especially Bam, because I've been waiting for just moments like this. You know what I mean? And I want to say, I like when Bam doesn't hesitate, right? Because it means that he has confidence in what he can do. Yep. And so anytime I see him in a situation where he gets the ball and it's either one-on-one or he gets the ball at the foul line and everybody's playing off of him, that's when he just naturally just goes into it. That's what I enjoy. So to have it be a game winner and to see him just take control, we all know he has the talent, and we all know he's getting his shot is, you see it, it's getting farther and farther away from the basket, which Beautiful. Gives him more opportunity to take people off the dribble. I mean, you don't see very many 6'9", 6'10" guys, get the ball outside the 3-point line and start going between the legs and stuff like that. So to see him take control, and one of the things that I like is that when your teammates see you do it, right? It's one thing for everybody to say you have that talent, right? But when your teammates see you do it, and then they feel like, okay, let's just go to Bam. He can get us a bucket.
Right.
And that's where I want to see this go, because it was just amazing just for it almost came natural to him.
This line from Dewayne Dedmon yesterday is crazy. 15 minutes, 10 points, 10 rebounds, 1 field goal attempt. He was 8 for 8 from the free throw line.
Hey,
that's crazy.
What? But it's crazy. But guess what? It like he was exhausted too now.
Oh, yeah, but he played his ass off.
Right. But like again,
I've seen a lot of.
You're not gonna sell me on anything other than that mattered, and that signing is gonna help those 10 points, 10 rebounds. It didn't even have to be that much, but you could just see in the paint the impact that he had. Another thing is guess what? It takes a little bit of pressure off Bam.
No doubt.
So, I didn't know what kind of impact he was going to make other than being tall until I saw it. But
it looks like he's moving good. He looks
right.
like I thought I was like, I'm thinking like, he's gonna look like
buy some minutes.
Eric Dampier, or he's gonna look like Odin. He looks great.
No. He's got a little more. He's got a little more
movement to him, a little flow,
little more wiggle to him. We can't discuss this game without talking about the Vice outfit that James Harden was wearing.
First of all, why is James Harden? I mean, like, you think like James Harden would want to avoid the strip club jokes, but there's no reason for him to be down in Miami. And he's just like, oh no, I'm definitely taking a trip down to Miami, and I'm gonna look like a sherbet popsicle.
Yes, like like what they call him, a bomb.
Yeah, it looks like a bomb
flavors.
He looks like my son's favorite dessert.
I'm telling you, I'm like, what are we doing? What do we? Who?
What is that? Is he like a monk? Like, what do you call that outfit? What is that?
I don't know. I don't know. But it looked like he was wearing his Vice Road uniform, like a strip club. Vice.
You think Michael McCullough was in the stands? He goes, "That's good."
But here's the problem though. Like,
James Harden.
Why would you wear something that you would stand out so everybody could say, "Ooh, I saw him at Tootsie's"?
Apparently, apparently it was like a big atmosphere. So Chris Rock was at the game yesterday. That's cool.
Do you think little phony with the clapping? You know,
well, yeah, he is a huge Knicks fan, but you know what it is. I think you hit a certain level of fame. These guys are all like, "Oh, I'm a basketball fan." I would never clap for the Knicks ever. Never.
Yeah, that's like we had that discussion about in the house last night. Is that I was trying to explain to Fonz how, you know, every team in the Big Ten gets money when Ohio State made the playoff, but they get the biggest chunk. Like, I think each individual team gets like 10, 13 million, and then there's other money that's split up amongst the other teams in the conference. I said, that being said, I still ain't root for Ohio State.
No.
Right. No, I don't care if my school gets money too. No.
Flores.
Little Spoon Society says Flores got a bigger pop than Chris Rock. I saw Skolnick tweet that out. I don't know. I wasn't there yesterday. It was fine. I couldn't go to the game yesterday. I was doing, some family stuff. I ended up getting to watch the game, but I couldn't get down to the game early enough to go.
Right.
I choose. I'm gonna go. I was like, this is mine. Like, Nets are coming to town. Maybe Kevin Durant's gonna play, or I'll go watch Kelly Olynyk. And I've decided I'm gonna watch Kelly Olynyk. And by the way, I am terrified tonight to watch Kelly Olynyk. I feel like
you think he's just gonna?
I feel like he's licking his chops. I feel
20
like
and 10.
Yeah, I'm terrified. But
4 threes.
But yeah, Skolnick. I saw him tweet out. He said Flores got a bigger pop than Chris Rock on the Jumbotron. And apparently yesterday, like, they brought in more fans. Like, the fan capacity got up. Like, they said it was like a real, like, the best crowd of the year. It sounded loud. Much needed win after what happened on Friday night against the Timberwolves. Worst loss of the season. I wouldn't call it rock bottom, but it was as embarrassing a loss this season as you could have. And Jimmy Butler's pissed with the team. He's calling the team soft, which, by the way, I don't disagree with a word Jimmy said after that game. I thought Jimmy was spot on. I thought it was appropriate. I thought his call for Bam to be more aggressive was wink, spot on and right on time. You know what I think, Robbie? I think that Jimmy Butler got an old texty poo from Pat Riley. And Pat Riley was like, look, Jimbo, it's time. Tell Bam it's time to go. And Jimmy's like, whatever you say, Godfather. And so Jimmy gave him the business a little bit. He gave the team the business. He set up for an ankle injury. And what do you know? We got ourselves. He's either going to sink or swim. And what did he do? He breached like a beautiful whale. That's what happened. It's beautiful. And then Bam was like, Jimmy wasn't even talking about us. He was talking about him too. And they're just two rascals, heat culture. Love it. Stupid Wolves game. It's like it didn't even happen.
No, it happened.
That was getaway day.
I'll look at it. It's barely, you don't even think about that game. It's not really a true loss. You didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me Bam with Izzy Gutierrez after the game, Robbie? Bam Adebayo after hitting his game winner. He talked with Miami's own Israel Gutierrez, big time ESPN. And here's Bam and Izzy after the game.
Bam, you're coming off of a West Coast trip that ended with a few straight losses. You don't have Jimmy Butler. Jimmy called the team soft, and then you come out, have this performance and that game winner in front of a crowd. What did that feel like?
Man, I wanted to stand up on the table like Dewayne, but not today. great moment. You know, I felt like the team wanted it in my hands. So, you know, I made a big shot, man. You know, I thank God. I thank all the people for my support and these fans, man. It's good to have them in the building, man. So we came out with a W.
So a lot of people have been asking you or saying that you should do more offensively. Obviously, with Jimmy out, it's something that you would look to do. How much have you looked toward increasing your offense while also finding that balance with keeping the offense flow going?
You know, it's a new spot for me. So, you know, I'm just trying to pick my spots, and JB's been working with me. You know, and you know, I made shots today. So, great performance from my team, man. We need to build off of this.
Bam, there was a lot of people in this building today. The Heat have been increasing capacity responsibly. What does that feel like coming in off this road trip?
Man, did you hear the arena? Did you hear him after that shot? You know, it's just great to have him in here, man. So we're going to enjoy this one and get back to it tomorrow.
Thank you, Bam. Mark?
There you go. Izzy Gutierrez and Bam after the game on ESPN. You know, I like the fact that I've entered the initial club with Bam, because you notice he called Jimmy Butler JB, calls me BT. You know, that's how it's how us chums, how we refer to each other.
You know what, the one thing that I really appreciated out of this was that it was on ESPN.
Yes.
Because you know, I think a lot of times, especially this year, Jimmy Butler and Bam have been out of sight, out of mind.
Yep.
And so now that you see, you know, everybody on ESPN say, well, he is an all-star, you know, and you see a performance like that. Now, when it comes up next year, right? It comes up next year. They go, oh, let's not forget about Jimmy and Bam and what they do on the basketball court.
Do you want some stats for your ass, Leroy? Because Bam Adebayo, he's not what we like to call a one-trick pony. And he's not one of these whining campaigners, you know, in the league like Rudy Gobert or Ben Simmons.
No, I figured this. I figured if there were odds on what stats you would give first, it would not be Dedmon stats.
No,
but you threw those out there 1 minute into the show.
For you, man.
For me.
For you. I know you were like, no, you were like Quinto watching Drieger. You're like, oh, he's big.
Hey,
he is big.
Speaking of the Panthers.
Train just keeps rolling.
Hey,
it was a no pressure train.
Right?
That train
sound, you're like, wait, the score was like 2-1? And it was in the second period, and Tobin sends out a text. There is no chance. This is under.
And literally, as I said that text, it was 4-2.
After the second period.
In the second period, it was easiest bob over. I didn't even watch the game. I was too much stuff going on Saturday night, so I didn't even see it. But it was I had the score up, and I was like, oh man, I don't even want to send this, but I have to send this.
Yeah, no. This is look again.
Money in the bank.
I would say this. By the time the playoffs hit, Drieger will be the starting goalie.
It's not. I wouldn't rule it out.
Because you can't. You look. Bob has played much better.
Yep.
Okay. But you're not going anywhere giving up 3 goals a game. You're not. Not in the playoffs. Not in the playoffs.
I said, yeah, especially without Ekblad.
Right.
But no, here's a stat for your ass. All right?
I'm ready.
Check this one out. Now, a lot of campaigning going on. Embarrassing. You had Ben Simmons going on the jump last week. Oh, Rach, I scored 41 and I held Rudy Gobert in jail. Rudy Gobert, he's always campaigning for this depoy. But how about this, Leroy? Bam Adebayo yesterday held Nets players he defended, according to ESPN Stats and Info. So this is not a Fugazi stat, all right, from the big boys. He held the Nets to 3 of 17 shooting as the primary defender. Kyrie Irving, when defended by Bam Adebayo, 0 for 8.
And hit the game winner.
and hit the game winner,
Clamps.
ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That is your defensive player of the year. Now, he's not going to get it because he doesn't have the PR machine by him and he doesn't cry and whine like Ben Simmons. But just so you know, and you can go look this up. There's people were yesterday, Leroy, putting up a list of some of the numbers he's held the best players in the league to. It's impressive, just to
Right.
say
Mm-hmm.
what he's able to do to people. And he's the most versatile defender in the league. Nobody comes close to how quick his feet are. People are looking upon this as such a pain in the ass every time that he's on them. And I love the fact that not only did he do that defensively, but then, like you said, also had his
Right.
buzzer beater moment.
Right. It's funny because his career is shaping up exactly like Jimmy's did, except he's 6'9".
Yeah.
Like if you now it's a little different because the alley oops and stuff like that. But if you look at Jimmy wasn't a scorer early on in his career. He was mainly a defender. And
Supposed to say that last year. He said he's a center version of Jimmy Butler.
right, I could see it. I could see it. But I will say this: his shot is silkier than Jimmy Butler's.
Oh, I mean, well, yeah.
What I'm saying is when he expands his shot,
Mhm.
his shot is going to look more natural because you remember when he made those couple of threes in the game because of shot clock. I mean, it looked effortless.
Oh, it was pretty. It's
So-
pretty. And he comes up with some beautiful ones too.
Right,
Just
like the turnaround off the
turnarounds.
glass. And what was that? That was in Minnesota, which anyway. But
I didn't
that
watch either
turnaround
one.
off the glass, that was nice.
It's
Like I like see. I want to see. I think I'm being selfish in that I want to see where this ends up sooner.
yeah. There's just that, and there was that one play where he had Bruce Brown on him in the post, and I scream at my television, "Dunk it!" And he passes it out to Trevor Ariza. I was like, "Oh!" And Trevor Ariza ended up getting the points because
right.
Trevor Ariza got his rebound and then put it back. But I was just like, "Come on,
That's
just dunk it on
another.
his head."
I mean,
It was a gorgeous pass too. It was a gorgeous pass to Trevor Ariza.
I didn't
But-
think Trevor Ariza was that tall.
Oh, he's lanky.
He is lanky, and
He is lanky.
And I got to tell you, with Trevor Ariza, Bam, Jimmy, okay, take and put Dedmon in,
Mhm.
and then just give me somebody who's going to score on him.